knowing I'm a great boss. Running it ain't for the weight loss. Matter of fact, trying to be the cake boss. Fill up the bag.
Now baseball under the lights of Wrigley Field in Chicago. It's the one-game National League Wild Card playoff between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa. And Danny, as we take in the historical comparison there, these are two franchises that have to feel good about earning their way here into the postseason.
Well, I really love these one-game wild card matchups to kick off the postseason. Kind of tough that your season comes down to one game after such a grinding season, but what's better than a winner-go-home game, especially when that's the case for both teams? Should be a lot of fun to watch.
The old holdout purists may scoff, but I gotta tell you, this is as exciting as it gets, folks. One game to decide who moves on. It's the wild card playoff on the show, and it comes your way next. Tyler Glasnow gets the nod here at home for the National League wild card game.
This guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Striding in is Steven Duggar. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And it's 1-2. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Mauricio Dubon. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Just getting things underway here at Wrigley. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Giants down in order. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Kevin Gausman is on the mound for the visitors in this NL wildcard matchup. Dan, any thoughts?
Gausman's a guy that can sink the ball pretty well. His mid-90s fastball. His best out pitch is that split finger. He's kind of been a guy that's bounced around between the starting rotation and back to the bullpen. It's never been a question about his arm. Former first-round draft pick by the Baltimore Orioles. If this guy's throwing strikes, he can be awfully tough to hit.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
And here's the 3-2 from him. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Batting second, the center fielder, Mike.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. Corner on at first, nobody out. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
3-1 to him now. Hit in the air down the right field line. Yastrzemski's got it, and there's one gone. And he thought better of taking that risk there as he retreats back to first safely. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to survive the wild card game.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there, getting the ball in, is going to wind up costing him. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Standing in now, Carlos Correa. He loses him on ball 4.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
The 1-1 home is a fastball down below the knees.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Just hung in there on that one. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Hit hard on the ground to first. A dive, and he knocks it down. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play. Next up is Max Kepler. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. I tried to jerk that one, and it's 2-2.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. From the stretch, the 1-2. Swing and a shot toward right center. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. And the run will score all the way from first. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Batting in, the designated hitter, Willie Calhoun.
Into the box, Willie Calhoun. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
Skied into straightaway right. Yastrzemski is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. It's the Cubs 4 and the Giants nothing. Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Lamont Wade Jr. the batter, and we'll see if he can at least put the ball in play, something the first 4 men have been unable to do. Count is 1-2 now. Now the pitch. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Pitch on the way. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail here 4-0. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Set to lead off the home half of the second. The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. In now is Nico Horner.
Second baseman, Nico.
Struck him out. That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs, too. That's excellent pitching.
The next 3-2. And there he goes towards second. Count remains full. Another one sent foul. He's running again. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time.
Clearly, he was just a little too anxious to break for second that time. He jumped early, and the pitcher did a nice job of just stepping off the mound and then dealing with the play from there. Sometimes you'll see a guy flinch and balk the runner to second on those types of plays.
Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies, but they hold a 4-0 lead. So here is Brad Miller, 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. That's in the basket. A home run. A solo shot here to left as they get on the board. It's 4-1 now.
Ah, man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, and that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
At the plate now, Jason Vosler. To 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. 2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible.
In there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Gigantes answer right back. Bye-bye, baby, with the solo shot. We played 2.5. It's the Cubs 4 and the Giants 1. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Hard hit ball to second. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Here's Carlos Correa now.
Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. And that misses, 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Duggar's there for it. And he makes the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they lead it 4-1.
Bounce it, just bounce it. Everybody when it come, I'm announcing it. I'm always gonna get it, I'm always gonna get it.
Now at the plate here is Mauricio Dubon. He'll match up with Tyler Glasnow to lead off the inning. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. They trail it 4-1. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. Split-fingered pitch that's by him for strike 2.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Again, a 1-2. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Back goes Yastrzemski at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The catcher,
Next to
number
hit
40.
will be Wilson Contreras.
Wilson.
It was a bases-clearing double for him his first time up.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's
Now
see if we
back,
get more of the same right here.
Willie.
Two down, no one on base. And into bat next, former Dodger minor leaguer Willie Calhoun. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And digging in is the outfielder, Lamont Wade. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Bouncer up the middle. Devers fields it cleanly. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Up next to the Giants.
Next to dig in, Brad Miller. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And it's fouled away.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Howe is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Stepping in once again is Ian Happ. He'll step in to start things out here against Kevin Gausman. The 1-1 home. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and a right-hander get loose. The 1-2. And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Four runs, just 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Full count still. Miller into foul territory, and this is going to be a foul ball. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. The next Cub up, Mike Trout, flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws his good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
A little bouncer. Here now the 2-2.
Yeah, and that splitter is normally the go-to pitch to this guy, but it really hasn't shown that good downward action that he usually has. He needs to get back to finishing it out front.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time. Skied in the air to straightaway left. He's under it, and that ends the inning. One left for the Cubs, but they lead it 4-1. Kurt Casale back at the plate now, and he's been the entire offense so far with the solo homer he hit earlier. The 1-1. Breaking ball swung on and grounded to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. So in now for San Francisco, Jason Bosler. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he fouls this one off. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Happ brings it in.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Mauricio Dubon.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. So now to the plate, Mauricio Dubon. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Giants leave one. They trail it 4-1. Jarlin Garcia enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Number 66, Jarlin Garcia.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Rafael Devers will be next. Hit back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
3-1 fastball, middle cut, and he didn't miss it. That's the fight throughout the course of the game. To get yourself into count leverage and capitalize.
Devers.
In now, Rafael Devers. Fouled away. Correa breaking for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Clearly, they were hoping to be aggressive and doing some running tonight, but I think they're going to need to adapt now. It's not working, and you just can't keep running into outs.
3-2 the count for Rafael Devers.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
A payoff pitch one more time. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs it.
Now batting, right fielder.
Next to stand in is Max Kepler. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 1-2 now. Hit high and deep to left field. Wade has to range back a ways, but he makes the catch in front of the ivy for out number 2. Up next, Wilson Contreras. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away. Next up, Willie Calhoun. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more of Michael Kopech is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Tommy La Stella. And it's fouled away. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. La Stella is retired, and there's 1 away. Next to bat for the Giants, Chris Bryant struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The 2-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
The batter, the left fielder.
Now the 2-1.
Wade Jr.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. John Brebbia gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 59.
Stepping up is Ian Happ as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Yeah, this is his power side, Matty. Definitely quite a bit more pop in his bat swinging left-handed.
Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Nico Horner. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Back up the, oh no, that got him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, center fielder, Mike Trout.
Into the box now, Mike Trout. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Now to bat, Anthony Rizzo. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in to in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming. Turned to burn.
Dominic Leone now called upon to pitch, really needing that double. Lays off his slider that time. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Horner, the runner at third. Trout on second. Rizzo is over at first with one away. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
2 balls and a strike. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The set and the 2-1. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
The payoff pitch. And another foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Belted high and deep into right center. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
They were so close to getting out of this mess. 2 outs, 2 strikes, but then the grand slam gave him something could handle, and he pays for it dearly.
At the plate, Max Kepler. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled off. Here's the 2-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Coverage of the wild card game rolls on. Christian Javier has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Digging in will be Mike Yastrzemski. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And foul. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
The 1-2. One run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Miller is retired, 2 down now.
Up next to the Giants.
Ready now is Curt Casali. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. Giants are down 1-2-3. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Reyes Maranta enters now in a mop-up role as he'll.
Now pitching for number 54. Reyes.
Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Striding forward now is the DH, Willie Calhoun. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. The knock's a knock.
Standing in now, Ian Happ, and he fouls this one off.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
The 1-2. And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2. McCutchen, base runner at first with 1 out. Pulled toward right center field. Duggar's there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Number 2.
Next, it'll be Pico Horner. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-1. In the air to straightaway right. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. Cubs strand 1, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Jonathan Holder comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 52, Jonathan.
So stepping in is Jason Vosler, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Trout is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The center fielder, Steven Duggar.
And that'll bring up Steven Duggar. It was a base hit last time up. And there's ball 2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Right side, but it's well foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
He shows right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Weekly hit towards first. He's got it, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about a do-or-die situation. Amazing. They find a way to win the wild card game and advance to the division series. I know the home crowd made a difference cheering them on, and now they have all the momentum going into the next round.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. So for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. The postseason is in full swing, folks. You've been watching the National League wildcard game.